Hello there, and thanks for joining us. Look at this image, these two images. One very slim girl, good buttocks, good belly. The other one, average. Now, if somebody tells you that a man abandoned this woman for this other woman, what does that speak to you? This environment we talk about fitness, lifestyle, personality, finance. And here again, and with you, we want to talk some few things about body structure of women. Hello, Leo.
Hello, Mayor Cyril. Thank you once more for welcoming me again into another edition of Blending Real Life Environment with Fitness Environment. As you have earlier said it, we want to know why or what men see in women that do fitness and what men see in women that don't do fitness. And you always know I have questions ready for you. So beginning with the first question, what do physical fitness mean to you in women?
Uh, let's start by saying that a beautiful woman generally is a woman with a flat stomach and a good chest and a good buttocks, good glutes. When God have given you proportionally that appearance, it's naturally that you are a beautiful girl. That's why at 16 years old, most girls are women. That's why the best moment of a woman is when she's 16. In some culture, they get married at 16. In others, you have to wait till 18, some 21, some even go down to 13. But most of the time, when I want to talk about physical attraction of a woman, is at 30, is at 18, at 16. We always talk of sweet 16 because at 16, after puberty, the woman's structure naturally curves out. The glutes shape out, the belly remain flat since there has been no prenatal activity. The chest takes volume, becomes voluminous, and the girl is full of energy. And at that particular age group, she becomes very attractive. You go to the prison, you will see so many men who are tempted or finally raped teenagers of that age, or were having a relationship with. So men have a fixation for women's structure. It's biological, cut across culture, across race. Is a feeling, can't be explained. Men are naturally attracted to women who have this morphology. So that is what I can say for the first attraction. It is a feeling to go for the structure I justified.
You earlier said most women, most girls, their body structure develop when they are 16, 18, 21. So what about these other girls whose body structure don't really develop? Do you think fitness can really help them to put the body structure into such a shape or how?
Right. That is why the gym exists. You see, industries that strive are beauty industry. They are cut across physical appearance, body texture, shape. Women before marriage and after marriage are worried on how they look. So God has not created every woman the same. Some are physically challenged. And for those, since they are not the majority, though we will not talk about them, but we don't forget the challenges that they go through. But those that are the majority are those who, because of what they eat, they get to destroy their natural beauty. Or because of childbirth, they have to undergo some surgery that might naturally temper with their physical morphology. And it is the look they have after those uh, interference that is disturbing. They are no more as attractive as they were before. And the reflection from the glass is self-deteriorating, reducing self-esteem for a young girl, a woman who used to be called, who was easily approached, since the rate at which men are approaching her reducing, is that there is need to correct those defects. That is how you find them sporting around or drinking all sorts of alkaline product to regain back their shape. Others even go for surgery, go for medical surgery. So many have died trying to correct their outliers. So, in the nutshell, women self confidence drop when they are no more fit and attractive to men. When the number of men that are compelled to call them because of their unconditional seductive appearance. Women, we are talking about a very sensitive topic that has to do with all human beings want to subdue, manipulate the other to a point where he or she stop thinking. That is human nature. Humans are more comfortable when they get you to act without your consent. Humans are comfortable when they get you to spend to please them. With that mindset, women have become champion. They are ready to go thousands of miles to get a man act unconsciously because they have been charmed by their voice, charmed by their appearance, charmed by their food, charmed by their sex. Call it. But step one, you cannot get to step 10 without getting to step one. Step one is the attraction. A group of men seated together, most of the time, they are not discussing about work, leisure, football. They are talking about their ex, their girlfriend, and others. And if a very beautiful girl passes by, all their eye will automatically switch to the girl, even just for a fraction of 5 seconds. And when they come back, they will mostly throw side comment before they continue what they're talking. That is the power. That is the magnet of pushing people to act unconsciously. And that is what women live their entire life. I'm sorry, I'm not reducing women to seduction. I'm just trying to say that the whole process of navigating attraction is to push people to act unconsciously. But people who are focused talking one or two things, how come all their eye gets attracted? That's exactly what women are working for. So they will not be satisfied to just have a call. They want you to be talking to them as if it was the end of the world, as if without them you are going to die. Yes, it's not serious. It's not just you talk and after you make as if you want to look elsewhere. No, the idea is to get you obsessed. You stop thinking about other things. You get freeze. Your brain loses focus and they become the epicenter of your existence. So it's a ravished process women are having. And then they know that it has happened once and it can happen again their entire life. The moment they were passing, and men could not hold themselves. So their entire existence, they keep asking themselves, can I stay young forever?
So, humans actually like when people unconsciously spend for them. So, but do you think the case go for every human?
We're talking especially women.
Okay,
Our conversation is centered about
around women.
attractiveness of women. The difference between a woman with a flat stomach, a good bloat, and a one who is obese or doesn't respect all those. The truth is that one can ravish a man and the other can only manage. So when you understand that this is the underlying idea going in women's head, you will never say that all women are the same. They know how to categorize themselves. Once a woman have lost shape, knows that she stepped from grade 10 and start going down. And so does she feel when she move across the street and meet women. She knows, they know. That's why it will hurt a woman so much that you left her grade 10 and went to an inferior grade. And that's where we move to the second part of the issue between personality and peace of mind. Now, when you spend more, it's eventually what our women are looking for. Men will spend more on their side chick and they will spend in their home. Even if at the end of the day, they will respect more women who are in the house than women than side chick. But women want both. They want a condition where you sell your cake and have it. You eat your cake and have it. Meaning that you spend more on her unwillingly. Remember, then it's not just that you should spend. You should spend in a way that your family members are complaining. And at the same time, they should be respected. It's quite funny to see the kind of mentality. So, even married, they will understand that if they don't work on themselves, because there is that unconscious feeling in every man, you might tend to be looking elsewhere. By the time that your wife is still very sexy, maybe even newlywed, and she's still attractive, you might have the feeling that you might not have that feeling of going out. You might be consolidating yourself with peace of mind until you realize that as a man, you have a problem of focus when a beautiful girl is around. Just automatic. So never fool yourself that you can do it now. There is something that switches men off. Beautiful girl. Men are irresistible to beautiful. Now, when a woman has reached a certain age, there's something that adds on it. It's called consciousness and personality. Now compare between your wife, your sisters, who put to bed and were not disciplined enough to take care of themselves. And so you are more ready to spend on women who have kept a very beautiful shape than a woman, including your mother and your sister. So it's relativity now, the power of relativity. You start comparing and respecting more those who have kept to themselves. Now, their behavior now is always different. And that is where sometimes celebrities, rich men, uh, finally end up only having them as side chick because you cannot expect your wife at home except those who are really conscious. So at the same time, take care of the children, do a certain number of things, and keep the same level of discipline like women who don't have such responsibility. Side chick will be more beautiful, more appealing, more attractive than what is in quotes peaceful or women who bring peace, your wife, your siblings, your sisters.
Okay. Um, you earlier made mention of women being sad or unhappy when their husbands or their men move, leave them who are at their grade 10 level and go to other girls or at their grade 1 level. Now, they are unhappy, they are sad. Do you think there is something that can be done for them to maybe shift maybe from their grade 10 level
To an
down?
inferior grade. Of
Yes.
course. Uh, that happens mostly with celebrities. People who have spent and finally discover that no, the problem is not about spending. The problem is about the personality of the man. A man is going to leave a grade 10 to a grade 5 because he himself is a grade 5 in terms of personality. We can only match our level. Just as you will see a man who somehow do not have the resources, brushing a grade 10, because though he don't have the resources, but his brain attracts that caliber. For how rich you are can determine how you can last with a grade 10. Yes, you can easily buy them, but to last with them, but they will get more expensive as time. And they have no intention to settle. The least chance they have is divorce. Meanwhile, a playboy who has nothing to lose becomes so it matches their lifestyle. Practically don't care, and while they are struggling to know why he doesn't care, they are gradually falling. But you will care. See that you finally need but a woman who does not have attention, who also is limited, who has also worries. That's why you will leave a grade 10 to a grade 5 because you worry too much. Because you worry too much, you need to be with somebody who is no more attractive.
Okay, because I worry too much, I need to be with someone who is not more attractive.
Okay, that takes us to the end. Until we meet again, take off yourself. Ciao.